You can expect some go bus and train cancellations and reductions as vaccine policy mandates are going into effect for Metrolinx employees. So the company says it was hoping to avoid any service disruptions. Some changes have had to be made despite the fact a high percentage of their workforce is fully vaccinated. About 2 to 3% of Metrolinx's 4,600 staff are currently on unpaid leave due to the mandatory vaccination policy in effect.
We lost about 150 staff yesterday, or now on unpaid leave. We still hope that they come back and that they change their minds, and a few have. But for now, we have fewer staff to be able to operate all of our trains and buses.
6% of the transit agency's 1,400 daily GO bus trips, that's 90 trips, were canceled on Monday because of staff absences. A number of intermittent GO train trips, about 6, were impacted too. Every day, Metrolinx says it will be strategic about what changes to make.
We made sure we spread out the pain, so to speak. We didn't touch any first or last trips. We only looked at routes that perhaps had very low ridership or that had other options available. So there's a train right there, or there's a bus coming in a few minutes before or after it.
Ridership is on the rise, sitting at 50% for both Metrolinx and the TTC, who also has a similar vaccine mandate policy that will go into effect on November 21st, and expect other workplaces to also do the same. One expert says all employers need to consider the impacts of these policies.
We have to think of all the other knock-on consequences that also have health repercussions. What about the health and safety of people riding the train now that we know we have fewer workers? And now you're leaning on existing workers to fill in the gap.
Rafael Gomez says it's vital to have layering approaches to health and safety at work, adding that it isn't as simple as having just one solution to go back to normal.
This might not be the long-lasting solution that I think a lot of companies and I think many organizations are desiring, but I think a more nuanced and more attentive discussion around people's own expectations, people's own demands for bodily autonomy. I think we have to listen to those concerns as much as we want to get back to normal as quick as possible.
Now back to Metrolinx here. The company states about 97% of the workforce did disclose their vaccine status. Of them, a little over 95% are fully vaccinated. Another 2.6% have received at least one dose. And when it comes to those currently on leave, the company says it does not have an end date for their suspension.